various areas.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, folks. Hello, and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with pregame routine,
well, guys, John,
certainly one to watch, David. Thanks. You know, and early on, you want to win games, of course, but maybe even more important, Chris, establishing your identity for the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, early wins and losses, they can be deceiving. If you think about teams that peak too early, you want to make sure that you establish your identity. And I would suggest for any rookie, your main character of your identity should be this: great listener, hard worker. After that, we'll see how many points you score, how many rebounds you get. But you need to come in as a rookie, humble, ready to work, ready to listen, and then usually things will sort themselves out.
Great perspective. So here's Miami's starting group. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. Johnson the screen. Waiters gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Richardson against Porter. Morris outside. They set the pick. Pass to Beal. Shot clock at 6. Howard at the elbow. It's good.
Oh, Beal is a skilled distributor. I mean, he has a sense for when one of his teammates has a clean look at the bucket.
And it's Miami's ball. 4-point game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Richardson. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. Shoots over Beal. Shot's good by Waiters.
And just like you draw it up, I mean, create some space with the screen and get the good, clean look.
Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Morris. Back to Wall. It's stolen by Dragic. And it's the Heat on the break. Richardson's running. Pass to Whiteside. Wall against Dragic. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense when he makes his living blocking shots.
But they recover it. Inside and stolen by Richardson. And Waiters has it in the corner. Nice open look, but it's no good.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near. And evaluating Porter, I mean, I think this guy's the real deal. Paul Pierce once said, I love this kid. I had a chance to work with him. He could be an all-star. I agree with Paul. Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Waiters passes to Johnson. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Beal can't get it to go. Miami trailing. Waiters outside. Johnson with a screen on Beal. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And here's a look at numbers for Johnson. How he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Wizards making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Waiters. And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, I like watching Porter fill it up from the mid-range, demonstrating a nice touch from the in-between area of the floor.
Wade kicks to Adebayo. Over to the left wing. Dragic, and the rebound goes to Howard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Porter dishes to Beal. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 6. Back to Beal. Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. A nice shot by Winslow.
The floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Rivers kicks to Beal. Rivers against Dragic. The pass to Morris. Dishes it to Howard. Here's Rivers. No good that time. The Heat go the other way with it.
Well, they're hoping to take a step forward last season. The Wizards actually went in the other direction. They finished just 43 wins compared to 49 the year before.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. Good season for him last year. 3rd in three-point shooting, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And he's the best kind of three-point specialist. The kind that doesn't need a lot of shots to light up the scoreboard. That's why he was top 3 in percentage last year. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. And that'll tie this game up.
A beautiful shot there by Olynyk, just showing that in-between game.
Up there for Howard.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Beal against Wade. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Over Beal. No good from Wade. Porter against Winslow. Here's Beal, and the basket is good.
Beal plays big in the paint. It doesn't matter who's on him. He's determined to finish over.
Porter with the steal. It could go. The shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards out front, up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
Helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets the tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Green. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Rivers. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Pass to Magruder. Shoots over Oubre.
And their offense has all but disappeared this quarter, shooting in the low 30s for the game. They had some success in that first quarter, but not much since then. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. You know, you can see why some scouts fell in love with Kelly Oubre. Great athlete with tremendous length.
He has over a 7-foot wingspan, which helps him defensively and on the glass. And there's still a lot of upside in this young fella.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
No good on the free throw. And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. I mean, the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
John Wall's checked in for Washington. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Justice Winslow. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Green over Johnson. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The Heat trail by 7. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Heat. Dion Waiters comes in for Wayne Ellington. Waiters against Satoransky. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Oubre. Not a lot of room. Poked loose and taken away by Johnson. From past the arc, it's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Johnson.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Mahinmi a screen. Satoransky the pass to Wall. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Whiteside a screen on Satoransky. And Waiters, here we go. And the layup falls. Waiters got his second bucket tonight. The back-to-the-basket scoring obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
To the paint. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Dion Waiters.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Howard's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Oubre. And then for Miami, Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Dwayne Wade comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. Free throw good, Satoransky. Largely out there for his terrific shooting range. C-Web is Thomas Satoransky. He's a pretty good playmaker as well.
Team player. I mean, he understands that he needs to get his shot within the floor of the offense. If it's not there, he's quick to move the ball and generally makes good decisions.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
The Heat trail by 9. Wade kicks to Waiters. 1:14 left in the first half. Whiteside a screen on Wall. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Dragic. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
On that play, I mean, it feels even better to be the guy setting the screen than the guy scoring the points.
The pass to Beal. Screen by Howard. Off the pick. Another one falls for Washington.
Wow, one of the best when it comes to shooting off of the pick. You can't afford to give him any daylight to shoot.
Beal against Waiters. Outside Dragic. Back to Waiters. Whiteside inside. He's guarded by Howard. Whiteside, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
Outside Dragic. Over Wall. And that's not going to go. And so it's Washington ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change going ahead in the second half?
It starts with getting some stops. We've got to play off some misses, and we can't let them force us into 1 or 0 pass possessions. We've got to move the ball 1 1/2 court, help each other with that, but we'd like to get some more in the open.
We'll see if you can get the pace where you want it. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly, they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Here's Waiters. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. Johnson the screen. Richardson the pass to Waiters. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
It's Porter outside, and the three ball is good. Porter's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Wizards. Pass to Waiters. Whiteside, high post, and the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Whiteside. And here's Dragic. 6 to shoot. Here's Waiters.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Porter. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tipped away. All with the steal. And yes, it's good. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, in the summer of 2017, when Otto Porter signed that 4-year, $107 million contract with the Wizards, it was widely questioned. Well, it's been worth every penny thus far as he's become one of the best small forwards in the game.
Making a change here. Rivers checked in. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Whiteside. Rodney McGruder comes in for Waiters. And Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Morris against Johnson. Richardson kicks to McGruder. Here's the screen over Porter. And it's McGruder missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Heat.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Screen by Howard. Right side, Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Johnson. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Morris.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Richardson against Porter. Here's Ellington. And good that time.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
Screen by Howard. Outside, Porter. Morris with the screen for Porter. The rebound by Johnson.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Rivers dishes the Wall. Screen by Howard. Back to Rivers. Outside, Wall. Over Ellington. Howard trying to free himself up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Seems weird, doesn't it, to call Howard an old school type player? Because, see, Webb, I remember when he was considered new school.
Oh, yeah, I do too. That's when I played against him. I mean, yeah, the explosiveness at his size that back then felt new. But he was your classic back-to-the-basket rim-protecting center. And once you feed him the ball, it was rarely coming back out.
NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You are right in your assumption that, listen, your former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. So you understand guys' tendencies, you learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. He came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did. Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you've been practicing against them, that's a good thing.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Mahinmi's checked in for Dwight Howard. Wade, a screen on Satoransky. Johnson, the pass to Olynyk. Wade on the wing. Satoransky covering. Shoots over Satoransky. Miami no good on that time either.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Rivers. Now the feed to Mahinmi. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Wade kicks to Olynyk. Back to Wade. There's the pick over Rivers. The shot by Wade, no good. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
2 shots.
No good on that one. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in. And the second free throw, good. 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Johnson against Satoransky. He kicks it to Beal. Passes it to Rivers. There's the screen. Now Satoransky. With the floater. The rebound by Johnson. Wade outside. Over Rivers. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's Washington holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Austin Rivers. And there's Bradley Beal. And there's Green. And it's Oubre in at center. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Markieff Morris is checked in for Satoransky. And Miami also making a switch. Dion Waiters checked in for Olynyk. So he gets them both. Washington leading now by 16. Morris a screen. Rivers passes to Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Wade against Beal. 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The Heat trail by 17. Winslow the pass to Waiters. And it's good for 2.
Oh, he gets in the good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
The Wizards with another miss. And Miami shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him. Oh, man, you can't get much better look from 3-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract break from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
He took good advantage of that screen. 9 points for Beal.
Just watching Bill operate when screens are involved, it's fantastic. I love how he finds available space.
Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, and we've watched Bill take major steps forward in this game. I mean, think about this, especially with creating off the bounce for himself and for others.
let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Rebound by the Wizards. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Heat trail by 15. Richardson gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
They set the pick. Porter against Richardson. Porter, no luck. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards leading by 10. And Wall kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Beal. Sinks the three-pointer. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wonderful timing from the 2-guard. Beal has one of the quickest triggers in the game, especially off the pass.
Wall against Dragic. On the wing, Johnson. Right side a screen. Johnson off the pick, and it's Miami with another.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up for the jumper.
Washington's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Out to Morris. Howard with a screen on Johnson. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Raiders with the ball. Now Beal defending, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Beal against Wade. Pass to Morris. Morris with the screen for Wall. Clock at 6. There's Beal with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Wizards lead by 14.
Lethal as they come from distance. Beal's outside shot is a thing of beauty to him.
Washington's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Wizards.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Howard.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Now the pass to Johnson. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wall passes to Morris. Down low. And Howard with the stuff.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.